It won't stop raining. Mm. Well, at least I was able to get this done. Hmm? What have I been working on? Hmm, just a little something. Hmm, fine, I'll tell you. It's a little story I'm working on. Uh, I'm in. I'm into writing stories sometimes, and I thought, well, instead of just writing short stories, why don't I try something longer? I'm barely even finished with chapter 1. I did just start after all. I guess it was a good day to rain though. I was able to get started on it. Hmm? You want to hear it? Well, it's a bit late, don't you think? It's already 12 a.m. Read it to you while you go to bed. What is this, a bedtime story? Hmm. Alright, I can do that for you. Get on the bed and get ready. Alright, I got my paper. You ready? Alright. I might stutter a little bit, so sorry about that. I hope you like it. Alright, let's get started. Mother, why can't I play in the woods? A small child around the age of 8, filled with curiosity, she sat on her mother's lap, looked up to her mother, and asked again, Mother, why won't you let me go out of the village? Her mother looked at her only child, held her tight as she replied, Vanessa, it is a cruel world out there. There is a witch who plagues this town of fear. I do not wish for you to be taken away from me. Vanessa pouted. But those silly stories aren't true. Everyone is just a scaredy cat. Perhaps she is just scared, afraid. If we're kind to her, she would be kind to us as well. Her mother smiled as she let out a small sigh. I must start dinner. May you be a dear and go to the bakery to get some bread? Her mother got up as she headed to her wallet to hand Vanessa a few dollars. She grabbed the money as she headed out the door. Please, Vanessa, just the bread and back home. You got that? She opened the door. Yes, mother, and headed off. As she walked down her small village, she thought, everyone tells these stories about the witch, but no one's ever seen her. She suddenly stopped. She looked behind her and saw the trees. How the sunset made the leaves shimmer, the flowers swaying with the wind. She wanted to listen to her mother's caution, but the thought of adventuring lured her even more. Mother won't notice if I'm gone just for a few mere minutes, she thought in her head. As the sun headed down, she followed the path that led to the woods. Her curiosity raised even more as she walked through the woods, the birds chirping on the highest branches of the oak trees. The leaves shined in a beautiful hue of red and orange. Little squirrels carrying nuts to their homes. As she wandered into the forest, time flew by. The sun began to set, bringing darkness around her. Her heart started to patter. She looked behind her as she lost her way back home. Everything looked the same to her. Tears started to fall down her cheeks as fear started to settle in. She sat by a tree, crying, regretting the choice she had made. Out of the blue, she heard footsteps heading towards her way. She jumped as she ran towards the noise, screaming, "Mother! Mother, I'm sorry! I'm so sorry!" over and over. She stopped suddenly when she realized the person was not her mother. She was tall, skin so pale she looked as she were about to die right on the spot. Long black hair that glimmered at the moon's beaming light, a skin-tight burgundy dress, and a small wooden woven basket in her right arm. Vanessa looked up. "I'm sorry, ma'am. I thought you were my mother." Someone's looking a little sleepy. So, did you like it? Really? You thought it was nice? Mm. Well, thank you. I still have a long ways to go, but if you'd like, would you like me to read even more when you're going to bed? I know you have work and it could be sometimes stressful, and I know you don't sleep right, so would that help? I'll take that yawn as a yes. Sorry it was so short. Like I said, I just got started on it. But I am hoping for the next one to be a lot longer. I'm not used to writing long stories, so it'll take time, but I know we got this. Yeah, we. For you helped me a lot. So I guess the story is a bit of way saying thank you for not making me get so stressed or making me meals in the morning, going to work while I stay here trying to strive for my dream. I love you. Now, shouldn't you be getting to sleep, silly? You wish you heard more. Like I said, once I get to the next one, I'll make sure it's a lot longer. Okay? Tell you about the characters real quick. Okay. I won't tell you too much to spoil the rest of the story. Um, but Vanessa is, as you know, an 8-year-old child. She lives with her mother. Her father is not alive, and they live in a small village. Now, of course, small villages mean they believe in folklore and old stories that their parents and their parents used to tell them. And one of the stories is about a witch. They called her the Black Widow Witch. Now, like I said, I won't tell you any more than that, because in the next paragraphs that I'm thinking of, there's gonna be quite a surprise later on. I hope you do like it. I'm not used to, like I said. I know. I keep battling that I'm not used to writing long stories, but it's true. Now, enough of me babbling on. You need to get some rest. And don't worry, I know you'll love the next piece. Good night. Don't you worry, I love you with all my heart. Thank you for doing everything. I hope I can do the same in return. I know you like my lullabies. One more time. Mwah. Good night. Have good dreams. And I'll be right here if you ever need me.